Ricky Meji, the true story of surviving 71 days alone. Over 40 degrees of brutal heat, thousands of miles of empty land. No signal, no people, no help. Then one man opens his eyes. No vehicle, no water, no food, just the deadly Australian desert.
The man's name was Ricky Meji.
And for the next 71 days, he stayed alive by eating things most people wouldn't even touch. This isn't just a survival story.
It's a story about the human mind.
And the will to live. Part 1. What happened that night? January 2006, Western Australia. Ricky Meji was a truck driver, alone. A man used to traveling long highways by himself. He was driving from Darwin to Perth, a route so isolated that sometimes you can drive for hours without seeing another car. And then, one night, everything changed. To this day, Ricky doesn't clearly remember what happened. Later, he said he suspected someone may have drugged his food or drink. Others believed it could have been a snake bite, but the truth is still a mystery, because when Ricky opened his eyes,
He wasn't inside his truck anymore.
he was lying on the ground. Around him were dry bushes, burning wind, and in this desert, his truck was gone. His phone was gone. His food was gone. His water was gone. Everything was gone, except Ricky. And in that moment, he realized one terrifying thing.
If something goes wrong now, nobody is coming to save me.
Part 2. The Australian Outback. A living grave.
The Australian outback is considered one of the harshest places on Earth. During the day, temperatures can rise above 45 degrees Celsius. The ground becomes so hot that your body loses water constantly. And the most dangerous part, the silence. A silence so deep, it slowly starts breaking your mind. Survival experts often say 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. And Ricky didn't even have water. Within hours, his tongue became dry. His head started pounding. His vision became blurry. Every step drained more energy. He knew one thing. If I don't find water, I'm dead. Then, a miracle happened. In the distance, he spotted a small cattle water hole, a muddy water source normally used for animals. The water wasn't clean, but in that moment, it wasn't just water, it was life. And Ricky made the decision that probably saved him. I'm staying here because one of the biggest survival mistakes is wandering in panic.
Part 3. Building a home in the desert.
Near the water hole, Ricky started building a small shelter. No tent, no tools, just a few tree branches, an old fence, and his mind. During the day, he stayed hidden in the shadows to avoid the brutal heat. Because in the Australian desert, unnecessary movement means faster dehydration. Very quickly, he created a routine. Morning, become active before the heat rises. Afternoon, rest completely. Evening, search for food and resources. Night, stay hidden and survive. It sounds simple, but in survival situations, routine keeps the mind stable. Every day was the same struggle, same hope, and that routine kept Ricky alive.
Part 4. What hunger can make a human do.
After a few days, hunger became the real enemy. His body weakened. His muscles started breaking down. His energy disappeared. And then Ricky began doing things most people could never imagine. Leeches. Near the water hole, he found leeches, slimy creatures that normally feed on blood. And Ricky ate them raw.
Because in survival,
Disgust no longer matters. There's only one question. Will this keep me alive? Frogs. He caught frogs and ate them. Sometimes raw, sometimes half-cooked. They gave him both protein and moisture. Grasshoppers, beetles, insects, whatever he found, he ate. Even today, insects are considered survival protein in many parts of the world. But imagine this. A man, alone in the desert, surviving by eating bugs. Lizards too. He caught small reptiles and ate them raw. Sometimes he tried roots and berries. But every bite was risky. One poisonous berry, one bad reaction, and it could all be over. By the time Ricky was rescued after 71 days, his body weight had dropped to around 48 kilograms. He looked half dead, skin hanging over bones, barely able to walk. But somehow, he was still alive.
Part 5. The loneliness that breaks the mind.
But honestly, hunger and thirst weren't the worst part. Loneliness was 71 days, no people, no voices, no guarantee anyone would ever come. Many people survive physically, but collapse mentally. And once the mind gives up, the body usually follows. Later, Ricky said the hardest part was keeping hope alive. That's why he kept his mind busy. He talked to himself. He celebrated small victories. Found a frog? Good. Found water? One more day survived. And most importantly, he stopped thinking about the future.
Just survive today.
Because if he had thought about all 71 days at once, he probably would have broken much earlier. Even today, survival psychology teaches the same method. Break the impossible into small pieces. One day, then another, then another, then another.
Part 6. Fire, Signals, and the Last Hope.
Ricky knew waiting alone wasn't enough. He needed to send signals. He tried creating smoke. He tried making fire. But there was one problem. He had no lighter, no matches, so he attempted the primitive friction method, rubbing dry wood together to create fire. In movies, it looks easy. In real life, it's brutal. Your hands tear apart, your energy disappears, and sometimes nothing happens. But Ricky kept trying, again and again, because survival has one hidden rule. As long as you keep trying, you're still alive.
Part 7. After 71 days, someone finally saw him.
July 2006. 71 days had passed. A cattle station worker was checking his land when he noticed something in the distance. The man, thin, weak, collapsed on the ground. It was Ricky Meji, alive. After 71 days, the worker immediately called for help. Ricky was rushed to the hospital. Doctors were shocked. Severe dehydration, extreme malnutrition. His body was close to complete collapse. Doctors later said if hope had arrived any later, he wouldn't have survived. But he did survive. And later, he shared his unbelievable story with the world.
Ending, final lesson.
Ricky Meji's story isn't just about surviving the desert. It's proof that the human mind can be stronger than the body. He had no training, no survival kit, no weapons, no map. Only one thing remained: the refusal to die. And sometimes, that alone is enough. As long as a person refuses to lose hope, the story isn't over yet.